Hey y'all, welcome into my kitchen. Come on and have a seat at my table. And when you get in your chair, hit share because sharing is caring. When you get a chance, go to my YouTube channel, Little Trace Kitchen, like, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell so that you can be notified that we have new videos forming. So today I did a thing. We did a thing. Today we completed a 200-mile challenge. And so we're celebrating. How are we celebrating? We're making cookies. So this is my sister, Shelly. And so because we did a 200-mile challenge and crushed it in 41 days, she's going to help me bake cookies. So thank you, Shelby, for coming. Shelly, but I call her Shelby Belly. You'll hear a whole bunch of names. So she'll respond because if not, she'll drown.
True story.
So I'm going to be making white chocolate macadamia cookies, and Shelly is going to be making
Snickerdoodle.
Yay! So we're gonna, because we felt like, why not? Why not? It's our way of celebrating and our 200-mile challenge, right?
Yes.
And how we crushed it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Over here, Shelly has in her bowl, she has 2 sticks of butter, a cup and a half of sugar, and she's gonna blend this really well. She's gonna mix it really, really well for a couple of minutes, and then she's gonna add her 2 eggs. And once we're ready, we're going to add our dry ingredients. And in here, I have 2 3/4 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, baking soda. It was 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And a teaspoon of cream and tartar and a teaspoon of salt. So she's going to go ahead and get started on that. And once we get to a stage, we're going to use our Snickerdoodle magic here. This is where the magic happens in our Snickerdoodles. So we'll do this in a moment. And over here for our white chocolate, I have a question. Yeah?
Is it Snickerdoodle or Snickerdoodle?
Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle. Who asked that question?
I did.
My son.
Cares?
Who cares?
They're good.
Snickerdoodle. Snickers. It's like Snickers. Snickers. A Snicker. I don't know. Snickerdoodle. What do you think it is? Somebody. It's Snicker. Doodle. Snickerdoodle. It's like a Snicker bar. Snickerdoodle. Snicker?
I don't care. They're delicious.
Yeah, well, we're making these cookies. So over here, I'm going to do white chocolate macadamia cookies. And in here, I also have 2 sticks of butter, a cup and a half of sugar, a cup of packed brown sugar, and I have 3 cups of flour and a teaspoon of baking soda, along with a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to have our macadamia nuts and our white chocolate chips. We'll add that later. And I also got my 2 eggs. So we're going to go ahead and get started so that we can get these things in the oven. While Shelly starts, I'm going to start the oven on 350 because did someone forget to set the oven? Yes, because my son isn't over here doing none of it.
Do you not know how to work the...
Uh-oh, it should be in there. I think I started it. Okay, so let's get what did you do? Things that happen in the kitchen.
This is why I don't
the
bake.
reason why she doesn't bake.
This is why I let her do the work.
I don't understand why she took this out or what happened. What had happened. Okay, so let's move our flour. So, and now you just turn it on.
That's the power button.
Oh, well, you must have hit the eject button. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now listen, these are things that really happen in the kitchen. So we're going to get this really, don't knock your eggs over, okay? Just be careful. We're going to get these in here. Someone asked me a while back, Trey, are you ever going to bake on your live? And I was like, no. But then I was like, okay, we've earned a good baking tutorial today. So we're going to go ahead and get this going and just make it nice and fluffy. That's what you want to do. You want to get this stirred or get this blended, the sugar and butter mixture. You want to get it nice and fluffy. The whole point is so that we have nice, the mixture is good throughout your batter. So listen, there was a time in my life that I ate raw cookie batter.
Like that?
Not that. I do, but not anymore. I don't know why I don't anymore. Sweets are not my thing. I bake and do all the stuff for other people. I get a slice or a cookie and I'm done. I don't ever have to have it again. It's not my thing. But food, that's the reason why we do a lot of food and not a lot of bacon. But I want to say, when you're doing this, start out with soft butter. I always try to leave my butter out room temperature at least a couple of hours. And I also like to do the eggs the same way. Just what my preference, even when I'm baking my cakes and stuff, I always leave things out room temperature. It allows it to cook evenly and everything when everything is at room temperature, and you don't have to wait for everything to melt. Unlike when you're making biscuits and you use frozen butter, this you just want to use room temperature butter because you want it to be able to blend. So we'll go ahead and start with our eggs. We're gonna crack our eggs. 2 eggs. My mom would say, or my grandmama would say, one at the time. One at the time. I don't know what that was about. That was something Grandma would always say. One at the time. And I'd be like, one at the time? What does that mean? But it's one at a time. I love my grandmother, so we're going to do it one at the time. One at the time. And so now you're going to mix that until it's nice and well incorporated. Just keep stirring. Now, I know I said this is my sister. This is actually my sister-in-law. She's my husband's sister, but she's my sister.
I am.
We always brought the in-laws. So, until we're trying to explain it, and someone says, Trey, she grew up with you? She got a different daddy? Oh, and a different mom.
Oh, yes.
So now that we've gotten this well incorporated, it looks so nice and fluffy. We're going to slowly add in our dry ingredients. So you're just going to take it and just go ahead and just add it. Now, listen, I'm not going to tell her what to do. Go ahead and dump it in.
I'm so scared.
You should be.
This is about to be an explosion.
I know it's going to be an explosion. So I'm going to show you before she even gets started, because we're both wearing black today. So because we got tagged. So thank you, Tag, for our t-shirts.
Tag team mixologist.
Tag team. So thank you so much for our t-shirts that we're wearing today. So the way that people always say, oh, start slow or you'll make a mess, it'll be flour all over the place. There's a trick to that. I'm going to show you. What you do is, you see you have batter on your beater already. You just start manually just going and allowing the mixture to get incorporated. Allow the dry ingredients to start going in with the wet ingredients. And once it starts and it's beginning to get a little stiff, this is going to be a really thick batter, so don't fret yourself. Now see where I am in this stage? I can actually start my mixer up. Look at that! Yay!
You guys should see this happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance.
So that's the way you do it to keep it from actually flour going all over the place.
That's smart.
It was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Because what?
You was about to have a mess.
A whole
Now,
mess.
keep it in there. Don't start splattering because you think you're grown.
I'm not.
Look,
I promise.
let me tell y'all. There's always this thing. I added a half a teaspoon of vanilla into mine. Shelly won't get that because she has a cinnamon sugar that she's gonna put in her batter.
I'm glad I lift weights, because woo!
I know. You can actually stop now, Shelly. Now, what Shelly's going to do, she's finished with her mixer, and we're gonna get these eggs. We're gonna keep your spoon. We're gonna take those eggshells, and we're gonna trash those. And then what we're gonna do is simply, you're gonna knock off your batter off of here. Yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh, you got me working. She's gonna knock off her batter.
This is so much fun.
There's always one in the family, y'all.
And that's me.
She is it. Okay, that's enough.
I was about to say, we can
Now,
make some music.
because my mom was meticulous about getting off every drop, I'm just running my fingers down each side of the beater. See, just run your fingers down the beater, grabbing all of that cookie dough, because you want all your cookie dough. Because, you know, this might be the difference between a whole cookie and a half a cookie. And I got to get all my cookies.
All of it.
Especially since I'm only going to eat one.
I can't promise this.
Right. So now, once we get that done, I'm just going to rinse off my fingers. Shelly doesn't have to. She's going to be making a mess anyway. And I'll let her finish her process.
There we go. I think I got
Because I
it.
think she thinks that this is like we got all the time in the world to milk.
I got it.
Okay, so now for Shelly, she's simply going to take her spoon.
Let's wrench these off.
You didn't have to.
It's okay.
Anyway. So you're going to take your spoon and you're going to, no, put that down.
Oh.
Yeah, so take your spoon and scoop some into a ball, into your hand. Now that's huge. We're going to, these are lady bites.
I got it.
Okay, so now you're going to put that in your hand.
Oh, God.
That's the reason why I said it didn't matter if you dried your hand off. So now you're going to make a ball.
Make a ball.
Make a nice ball. Make it round. Roll it, pat it, mark it with a B. Oh, okay, so now that you've rolled it and patted it, you're going to add it into your cinnamon sugar and toss it. Go, toss. Cover it all in the...
It's covered.
What happened to your ball?
It's not a ball.
What happened to the ball?
It's
Okay,
okay.
so now you're going to take your non-ball. You're going to take your non-ball.
It's a ball, I promise.
And you're going to put it on the cookie sheet.
It's a ball, I promise.
So now you're... Yeah.
It was a ball. I promise it
was. So you're going to do that 11 more times until it gets on and you're going to fill your cookie sheet.
Pressure.
So now while Shelly's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add my macadamia nuts. And these are already kind of chopped up, so I'm not going to chop them anymore. I kind of like having nuts into the bites of macadamia nuts. This is a whole cup. It's 8 ounces of macadamia nuts. And I'm going to use my chocolates. And I'm going to use, this is a 11-ounce bag, and I'm going to use about half. So we're just going to pour that in. It's about half the bag left. And I'm going to manually stir this in because, nothing like getting your, you want to switch places? Switch! Reverse!
I'm here for it.
Right. You see the mess? You see the mess? The difference in the messes? I didn't make this mess.
I made it. It's fine.
I'm glad she thinks so. My mom would have a fit in this kitchen.
This is what happens when you put children in the kitchen.
Absolutely. So let me clean this up first, y'all. Because, you know,
This is why my
mama's
daughter
fix.
bakes.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up and get it just nice and mixed. Now the brown sugar that I put in it is going to allow the cookie to spread and stay soft and chewy. And we're only going to cook these cookies for about 8 to 10 minutes in the oven. I remember growing up baking cookies with my mom. Such sweet memories. And if I'm right, I think there were 2 little nieces that I used to bake with too.
I don't know who they are.
My kids. Back in the day, I would have them over and we would bake cookies together, and they would say, and we would do a lot more than just bake cookies. We would actually bake a whole bunch of stuff, and they would say, Auntie Trey, you're the best cooker ever.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That would
best baker.
Not the best baker, but the best cooker ever. And it warmed my heart so much. I love my nieces. Got to get them back over. I did have one niece over last week, and we made salad for dinner. But before we made the salad, she politely says, Auntie Trey, you know it'd be great for dinner? And I said, no, what, Sarah? Macaroni and cheese. That ain't gonna happen. I had to break her spirits that day. So I'm going to take my trusty ice cream scoop. This is a tiny one, and all I'm going to do is scoop the dough out of here, and it's just simply so that I can have uniform pieces. While Shelly's over there making hers, I'm going to start my process over here. And the oven is almost ready.
They're almost balls.
Lord, somebody help this one. She said they're almost balls. That means she failed.
Homemade.
So I'm just going to scoop them out just like that. So just take it, fill it up, and then just scoop them. I guess I should have given this to Shelly so she could have nice balls.
It's fine.
And not these, yeah, and not whatever that is she's got going on over there. So
We
now,
don't know.
listen, that's the oven saying, yes, it's time. So what I also want you guys to know is that, let's say, Trey, that's a lot of cookies because it makes about 3 dozen cookies. This 3 dozen cookies, 36 cookies, right? 20. Yes, I graduated from DeKalb County High School.
Amen.
And we learned to count on our toes and our fingers, and our chin. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
So, we're gonna do this in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. But let's say you only wanted a dozen cookies. Guess what? You can do a dozen cookies. What we can do after you put on the cookie sheet all the dough that you want. What you do is you now take this, put a roll of, and we may do it because I don't know if we're gonna make all these cookies, because who needs 72 cookies? No one needs 72 cookies. No one needs 72 cookies. Let me say it again. No one needs 72 cookies. But what we're gonna do is I'll show you how to actually take some parchment paper and some saran wrap and actually put this on there and make a tube so that you can have it in the freezer and wrap it up. So my cookies, I don't know why it took Shelly so long to get her cookies together.
My cookies are done.
I'm gonna take these cookies, these 2 beautifully done, perfectly round cookies, and I'm gonna put them in the oven just like that. We're gonna close it up and we're gonna wait 8 to 10 minutes. But in the meantime, as Shelly knows her sister way too well, we're gonna clean this up really fast. I'm gonna let her take that and clean that up, and I'm gonna grab some saran wrap and some parchment paper. Give me 2 seconds.
While we're on this short commercial break, we would like to take an opportunity to just thank Tag Team Mixologists for these wonderful shirts. We would also like to thank Styles by Michelle for our nails.
That would be my sister. she did our nails. She did our nails. Now, if y'all know me, it's way too loud. My nails are talking way too loud. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this saran wrap. I think the Snickerdoodles are gonna make it. That all the Snickerdoodles are gonna make it. But not so much all the white chocolate macadamia. Do y'all see the reason why I only do this by myself and I don't have commentary? I don't have people coming to the kitchen. She's the reason why. So I'm gonna just tear a piece of this off, just like that. And you see how, look, y'all see how it's just gonna roll up on its own? That's exactly what you want. So we're gonna take some of this cookie dough out. And you're just gonna plop it right down, just like that. That looks like we should have enough cookies. And you're gonna act like this is some, like you're making, no, not a burrito.
Wilma said hi.
Sushi. Hi, Wilma. So we're just going to over roll it and then just scoot it back, just like this. You're gonna make a nice little roll is what you're trying to do. Got it? So you're gonna take it and just pull it back, push it back just like that until you get your nice little roll. Keep it going. I know, right? It's work now. Listen, it's some work. So now it ain't cute, but it's gonna be a roll. So now, cause look, cause you see how I'm doing that, right? So just keep it tight, because this is also going to keep the air from getting into your dough and making it freezer burn later. So now what you do is you take it on the end and you twist it like an old-fashioned piece of candy. Y'all remember those back in the day? I think it's what, taffy or salt water taffy or something. And so you just want to twist the ends just like that. You got your roll, like as if you were buying it out of the grocery store. You remember those used to come in a roll?
They still do.
They still do. See, she telling on herself. That means she's baking store-bought cookies. What a shame. So now all I'm going to do is take some saran wrap. And I just want to seal this. So I'm just going to wrap it a couple of times. Now, it's not always going to be pretty. I'm sure you'll make it more pretty than me, but that's not what I do. Before you wrap this on some, you want to write on here so that you'll know what it is. I'm going to know what it is because this is going to be the only cookie dough in my freezer. Or in her freezer, or somewhere.
Or we can have surprise cookies.
Yeah, surprise cookies. I don't know who we're surprising with cookies, but yeah. So this cookie dough will sit in the freezer. Look, watch. And you can fold this end in, and make it tight so that again the air is not getting in. So now you have a log of cookie dough, and now you just freeze it, just like that. So super simple. So, so I want to tell you guys about the challenge. I'm going to slide this in the freezer. I want to tell you guys about the challenge that Shelly and I completed today.
Yes.
Because it was a serious challenge. We had, I was told on May 20 something, that we were going to do a challenge. A 200-mile challenge is what I was told. 200-mile challenge? Okay. Then she said, but you're going to have to hike 100 miles and walk around the mountain 100 miles. Stone Mountain. And I was like, I ain't going to be able to do it. She goes, oh, yeah, you will. You got until, from Memorial Day to Labor Day to get this done. I'm not going to be able to do it. Yes, you will. And yes, you are. So, what do?
200 miles.
200 miles. We doubled up a lot of days because life happens, rain happens, and so we weren't able to do it on days. Most time we did 4 and 5 days, and it was amazing. One day we had a challenge. She came to me and she said, "Hey Trey, I want to walk up the mountain in 27 minutes, make it to the top in 27 minutes. Typically we do 30, maybe 33, 35, but never 27. Never 27. So she was like, I want to do this in 27 minutes. I got up, and we agreed Monday. We was like, oh, that Monday. This is like on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes.
And now it's Friday, and we decide, we're going to do it on Monday. But for some reason, I couldn't sleep the night before, and I'm in the car driving to the mountain to meet up with her, and it was Love Theory comes on, and I'm just jamming in the car to Love Theory by Kurt Franklin, just jamming, and I said, today is the day. And
I said, what?
She didn't know. We was halfway up the mountain. I said, come on, Shelly, today is the day we're gonna go up this mountain. She's like, oh, okay. She was wore out. She had no time to prepare or plan. Bless her heart. And she was like, I'm not going to be able to do it. Yes, you are. I'm not doing it without you.
That's what she said.
And I stopped. We had a minute and a half to get to the top. We had like this much mountain to climb.
Like 25 steps.
Literally. And so I stopped. I turned around and I reached my hand out.
You did.
And I pulled her up.
Literally.
I did. I
yanked me.
I took her wrist and I drug her up the rest of the way. Now, I'm 49, she's 38. You do the math. I shouldn't have been dragging this young girl up the hill, but I did. Because it's fine. Because what happened is, on the way down, my goal was to get to the bottom of the mountain in 20 minutes. She made me run all the way down Stone Mountain. Not around the mountain. We're talking about the terrain going down the mountain.
I did.
The embarrassing part was that my pants did not fit well.
But what happened?
And in my pants not fitting well, they began to fall while we were running down the hill.
Keep telling the story because it gets good.
Oh, it gets worse. I stop and I say, I can't. My pants are falling down. All these people are around and they're hearing me and I'm so embarrassed. And if anyone has seen me blush, I turned 15 shades of red.
Yes, you did.
Because I'm embarrassed because my pants are literally falling down. My Lubella waist trainer was no longer holding my pants up, and I'm like, wait, my pants are falling down. And she says, pull them up and keep running. She would not let me stop. Pants falling and all. Now, I said, I'm going to look stupid. And my sister grabs her pants just like this. And we both run down the hill.
We're looking stupid together, but it's fine.
Together. But it's fine because we're both stupid. We're both stupid looking. So it's okay if you got a partner that's willing to look stupid with you.
Hey,
so
accountability.
we always say one bloodline. So
absolutely,
if I do it, she can do it, and if she can do it, I ain't doing it. So it doesn't matter. That's my philosophy.
But she's gonna do it. So.
But I'm gonna do it because she's gonna make me. So while those cookies are baking, I have my cooling racks, and this is what we're gonna use to cool the cookies with. We're going to. I have some deli sheets here, and they're called deli sheets, or you can actually use some additional. You can use some additional parchment paper, but these are deli sheets, and all I do is I just lay them across just like this. And then when the cookies are almost done, and they're almost done, we're gonna lay them here, and then we'll scoop more cookies, and we'll put more cookies in the oven, and that's how you keep it going. And then we're gonna taste the cookies, because tasting the cookies is what it's really about. I mean, we can really literally taste this cookie though, but
I'm here for the warm cookie.
Nothing like a hot cookie. So let's take a look. Look at our cookies.
Oh, they look so good.
They look so. Look at them doodles.
They do.
I don't want to say Snickerdoodles because my son will correct me.
They're
I don't
delicious
know.
looking.
They're delicious. They're
so
so delicious looking. So a few more moments, and we'll actually be able to pull these cookies out of the oven. And although it takes a moment for them to cool down, we are still going to taste them because you guys know how I like to taste a nice hot food all the time. You just throw it in my mouth and burn myself. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to grab a spatula so that we can be pulling out these cookies. And I'm going to say, please, 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 make sure you go to Lil Trey's Kitchen on YouTube. Click, comment, subscribe, and share. Click the notification button so that you can be notified when I've uploaded new recipes. Now, all of my recipes that I do on my live are posted, but I also post up videos that are not on the live. So, get notified when those are coming up. These will definitely be, there are some things that I'm just not going to put up because by the time I finish them, they are not cute. And I sound real Southern because you know I am a city girl with country roots. So, what do you guys want to see me make? Give me an idea. Time is ticking away. Hopefully we'll be back at work soon, and so these videos are gonna probably start happening on Saturdays, or might not be live on the weekends. But I will definitely try to continue to do the videos. But when I'm back at work, we work 14, 16-hour days, so it's kind of hard. And not that, okay, I'm just gonna tell the truth. My family gets neglected when I'm back at work. I don't cook as much and I don't cook as often when I'm back at work because that's all I'm doing is cooking. And so 5 days a week, and so by the time I'm back at work, it's like back at home, it's like I'm not doing this. So send me a message, let me know what you'd like to see me make. I think next week we may be taking a break, so we may not have a live next week, just to give a break. I was gonna take a break today, and then my sister was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely
we'll make
not.
these cookies because we have earned these cookies. So hence the reason why we're making cookies today. I don't want these cookies to get too brown.
They smell so good.
If you can smell the kitchen, there's a difference. It's an aroma between the Snickerdoodle and the chocolate.
It smells like Christmas.
Oh, it
It
does.
smells like Christmas.
It's a warm. It's a warming smell because of the cinnamon. So
it smells like Christmas.
and the fact that she'll eat anything that I make is just.
You should be jealous. So you should make these cookies. So you don't be jealous.
Absolutely. I think she's gonna take some of this dough home, so that her kids are jealous.
I am. They're gonna love it.
But at the same time, so that our trainer is jealous. that part, so that our trainer is jealous. Hey, our trainer started with us.
She did.
She started, and
But
then
life happens. So
life happened. So, and she hasn't been able to finish, but she is not far behind.
No.
She has until Labor Day, and if she completes her challenge, I have agreed to make her chocolate chip cookies.
yeah, I think it was chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies. So that'll be on my live, and then she gets those cookies. these are our cookies.
These are our
She'll get her cookies when she finishes the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at these cookies, because when I tell you they're smelling, they
smell so good.
smelling.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
yeah, let's pull these out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's pull these out. Can we pull them out? Yes, there they go. Look at that. We got us some cookies,
Those
y'all.
bad boys are beautiful.
And although these aren't uniform, mine aren't either, but
They look so good.
they look so good. Look at there. Look at our cookies. Y'all know we're in the kitchen for real, right? So life happens. And y'all see me messing up these cookies right here. Hold on. Y'all saw me messing up. Look, I know my niece is saying, Auntie, that's why I gave you the mitt.
Yes, that's what she's saying.
I know she's saying it. I got it, Jazz. I put it on, Jazz. You see that?
Just for you.
Just for you. Thank you, Jazz. And Hasmeen. And Tamer. So look at those cookies. Oh, you got it. Okay. Look at those cookies.
I just want to eat them right now.
Okay, you can't. I know. I messed up. That's our tasting. These are our tasting cookies. You know why? Because they're not pretty. I mean, they don't have to be pretty, but
I think this one's my favorite.
that'll be our thumbnail.
That'll be the thumbnail cookie.
So I'm just gonna scoop these off, and I'm just gonna slide them onto our cookie sheet. Listen, this is how you know these cookies are homemade. You know why? Because they're not all the same shape.
Nope. And that one's really pretty too.
And a machine did not put these out. So
unless you train like a machine.
Right. And this is the joy of having these cookies and doing this yourself. Looky. Looky. We got some cookies.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes. For the cookie. Let's get these up and on our cooling rack. Now, I could have easily put these on the actual rack, but for some reason, I always use a liner on our cookies, on my cookie sheet.
They look so good.
They do. Y'all, all her cookies ain't gonna fit on the cookie sheet.
It's fine.
That's her favorite story, her favorite line, her favorite word. It's fine.
It's fine. There's
okay.
always a solution to a
'Cause
problem.
those are the ones we're gonna eat right there. I mean, these are the two we're gonna eat right there.
Yeah. So just stack those. It's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stack ours up. We're gonna stack ours up so that we can have them. Look at these Snickerdoodles.
They look so good.
I haven't made Snickerdoodles in such a long time. I used to enjoy making them, but now it's just, look at that. Looky. And it takes absolutely no time, y'all. No time to make these cookies.
Not at all.
Not at all. No time. Absolutely no time. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sample our cookies. Oh my gosh, she is a mess.
I got excited. I'm sorry.
So do you want to do our chocolate chip, or do you want to do the chocolate chip macadamia, or you want to do, which one do you want to do first? Because we're gonna continue to make cookies.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
do you want to make more of these before we taste these?
No. I want a cookie.
Okay, so she's a mess. Get your cookie.
Okay. Ooh, you guys, these are so soft.
Yeah, they're soft. Don't put it over my batter.
sorry,
She's a mess.
Look.
She don't know how to do this.
Oh,
Look,
they're so soft.
look at that. Look at the inside.
Ooh.
Look at the inside of that cookie.
Oh,
Oh my.
I did such a good job.
The sugar and the cinnamon on the outside makes a crust that is undeniably awesome. The butter, you can actually taste the butter in this cookie.
That was my next thought.
These are not my favorite cookie, but it's up there.
Yeah,
So
mine.
now we're gonna go ahead and taste the next cookie.
I ate the whole cookie, guys.
Grab you one. So now these are macadamia white chocolate chips.
Oh my God! Look at that.
that.
Look inside of that.
And if you notice, the chips aren't the chocolate chips. The white chocolate chips are not melted, and you can actually taste the macadamia cookies. I'm crunching nuts right here. This is really good. And again, buttery, nice and buttery. Okay.
Don't get these from Subway. make these yourself.
You know what? I got some cranberries. I might throw cranberries in the remaining batter. So just know that you can add in stuff. I'm definitely going to get some cranberries. And we're going to do that, finish it off with cranberries. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in to your kitchen and allow me to show you how to make cooking fun. I thank my sister for coming to play with me in the kitchen. Hopefully you'll make these cookies. If you do, tag me so that I'll know that you've done it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Don't forget to go to Little Trade's Kitchen, comment, like, subscribe, and click the notification button. I greatly appreciate it. Big hugs and tight squeeze. Until next time. Bye-bye, guys. For real?